Hello everyone, welcome back to Wednesday's video here at Barum Engines. So guys, about half hour ago it was lovely and sunny here and I was about to walk into town and then the heavens opened. Lovely spring we're having. Anyway, so I've got Eddie turning up tomorrow to pick his Cosworth up. I rang him earlier and said, look, I'm pretty much going to have finished it today. He said, well, I'll set off at 4 in the morning from, I want to say Rochdale again, but I'm not sure. He's probably going to say it's something else. But yeah, right up country. He's going to set off at 4 in the morning, so he should get here roughly by when I get in the morning. Fair play to him. So I said, all being well, it will be done. If you don't hear from me, if you do, then we know there's an issue. Now, first issue, which is solvable, but it's an issue that I sort of knew I was going to have before I even took it, started timing it up. Now, when it come in, it had this little contraption on, which is very good. Now, this is a sort of belt and braces tensioner safety device, because obviously the tension on these Cosworths is just the one nut here pushing the tensioner up to the flat on the cylinder head, which, yeah, that's fine, it's a good idea. But you know what? Whenever I've seen one of them on an engine, I think, I know what's up here. They've had a bit of an issue with the tensioner stud thread. And sure enough, guys, I thought I'll just try it. And the way to try it is, if you just try to tighten that nut up, holding the tensioner, you'll find that it doesn't go tight. It goes tight to a point, but then keeps turning. Most people think, oh, well, I'll stop there, that's enough. And they've used that as a bit of a belt and braces. But once it starts turning through the tight spot, guys, it's pulled the thread. And sure enough, you look at that, look, you can see the aluminium thread still on that tensioner stud. So yeah, just another thing with these Cosies, isn't it? Why does no one ever do these properly? I don't think that I've had one of these Cosworths in ever where everything's done right. It's an absolute joke. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, guys, I end up helicoiling this thread inside here. It's an M10 thread. It's a big old meaty stud. It's just where people change the bout over years, tightening it, untightening it. It just pulls the thread. You may as well just stick helicoil in there and then it's job done. So yeah, I'm going to do away with one of those. I mean, I know it's belt and braces, but one, he doesn't want it. He doesn't like the look of it. Although we've still got the pinky red pulleys, but each to their own. Looks nice, but he wants to do away with that, and let's do a proper job, shall we? Cosworth. If Cosworth built this motor and thought it needed one of those, they'd have probably put one on. So I'm just going to helicoil this thread, guys, and then I'll get it torqued up. And then we can carry on with timing it. Well, guys, there it is. Eddie's Cosworth. Part of the furniture lately, but it's all done. He's on his way to pick this one up. So I'm just going to get it off, get it on the engine crane, put the flywheel and clutch on for him. Got his little box of leftovers, which he's going to put on. And that is it, guys. All done. It's been a pleasure, Eddie. Thank you.
All right then, mate.
All right, mate.
You seem chipper.
Big changes in here today.
Yeah?
Eddie's has gone.
You've halved the amount of Cosworths you've got.
I have. The old Triumph has gone, mate.
Nice.
Looking a bit sparse in here.
Yeah, it is. There's not a lot.
No.
Feels weird.
So,
look at all that room.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? Don't speak too soon, though, mate.
No.
You know what it's like when it goes a little bit quieter.
There'll be 6
Mind you,
engines
say
here
quieter,
tomorrow.
but there's about 3 or 4 engines over there to do.
Yeah.
We've got these 2 BMWs to crack on with.
MG as well, and
yeah. So what have we done? What's the changes? We've moved the Rover, which you have kindly blasted, looking fantastic.
it looks all right, doesn't it? Come up quite well.
Yeah. Blasted all in here on the seats,
there,
which
yeah.
is the most important thing. So we shall get the liners cleaned up, and then we can have a true sort of measurement of where they're sitting in the block.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We've moved that over to here, really.
Right.
So that's in that little bay. This motor here, the Cosy, we've been waiting for the dry sump kit, which has just arrived.
And already on.
Well, just started to put it on. What a palaver that is. So these dry sump pumps, you can see here, you've got the filter housing that goes on where the existing oil cooler goes, and it bolts on where the Sierra power steering pump would go.
Right.
Okay, with an adapter plate, etc. Then what you've got is a pulley over here, which goes on as an extension onto the auxiliary shaft.
Oh yeah.
And it's got its own belt that drives the pump there.
Nice.
Yeah, quite a good idea.
Yeah. 2 belt snaps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Keep your eye on your pressure gauge. But the trouble is with these, it has to bolt onto this plate, and then the plate bolts onto the engine. But of course, the pump is in the way of a couple of the bolts.
Oh yeah.
So it's a bit of a fiddle, sort of keep doing it one bit at a time, mate. You wouldn't want to get it off in a rush, put it that way.
No.
But now we're on there, you can see the new sump pan, look, is as shallow as it needs to be, just to make clearance of the crank. And all these are just sort of baffle plates, and you've got a sort of couple of returns. So the sump, when the oil goes into the crankcase, it just goes down here and drains and goes back into the pump, and then the pump pumps it directly into the oil filter housing.
Right.
Into the main oil gallery.
Yeah.
And you can adjust the oil pressure off the pump. And then you have an oil reservoir tank that goes from here to the tank, wherever that may be, and then eliminates oil surging.
Nice.
Good idea, eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the dry sump system. This particular system is from Turbo Sport.
Right.
Who do a lot of aftermarket sort of Cosworth bits. They do funky pulleys and...
So it's not a brand new one either, is it?
This is not a brand new one. Whether it's been running on this engine, don't think so.
No.
But it's all good. I've checked out inside. It's all good and clean and what have you.
Nice.
So I'm just getting that on.
Yeah.
Get the sump on. Obviously, it eliminates all the original oil pump and pickup, so you don't have to put all that on.
It's looking nice, this one.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Got the horribles clean inside this. This is another rocker cover he sent me, and what I've got to do is weld up these holes here, which have a breather in, which we don't need anymore because we have that. So we'll weld them up. We shall paint it all and titivate it all, backmate machine over the top, make it look pretty as we normally do.
That's a bit of a crime, that, isn't it?
That
cutting through there.
Well, there is a reason why it's got that, because it had a pickup sensor that picked up off the load of the cam at some point. Okay.
Yeah.
But now you don't want one, so. But unfortunately, it's quite hard to find these rocker covers now where they haven't got a hole drilled in the back for at least a breather. But this has got both, so there we go. That's where we are with this.
Do the old face over the top?
Yeah, I'll make all that look nice and pretty, won't I? Not sure what colour he wants it yet. The car is an RS 2000 Mark II in yellow. So I would say black.
Black or yellow?
Or yellow.
Could go yellow. I don't think the red would work. Not
no,
so much.
I think black myself. Or grey. Tungsten grey.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Very stealthy. We've made a start on the Mercedes, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
We keep walking past this in fear.
Fills me with dread looking at that.
I know. Me too. I'm just willing Paul back to do it again.
Yeah,
but
it'd be nice if you would just come and do this one.
Exactly, but we've tackled it with no instructions, no photos or anything like that so far.
Yeah.
And where are we? So what we've done is we've plonked the head on. You found the head dowels eventually.
No, you found them.
I found them.
You found them. I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
Weren't looking well enough.
So we have got to timing. So we've got to put the cam carrier on before the head bolts go on. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so, because in the big cam carrier thing, you've got like little recesses for the head bolts to bolt down into.
Yeah.
So I'm just cleaning that again because there's like horrible
black sludge
goop.
from lack of servicing in the past,
just
isn't it?
will not come out. So I'm outside. I've got all wet now because I've been outside trying to jet wash it because I can't get it out with the blasters or nothing.
God.
So.
Oh dear, mate. But what we've done is we've emptied the drawers. We've got 2 boxes there full of old crap. Yeah?
Yeah.
We've emptied the drawers and we've made this the designated Mercedes area. So we've got everything laid out. And really, mate, there's not that many bits left over, is there?
Not really, not too many.
Not too bad. We've got the oil pump. We are trying to source an oil pump at the moment.
Yes.
Because this one, although it's not too bad, it's got a few scores.
Looking a bit tired, isn't it?
It's looking a little bit tired. A few scores, but it would probably be okay, this, if you could not get another one.
Yeah.
But if we can get another one, we will. If not, we're going to have to...
polish it a bit, or... I don't know.
Not really. It's okay. I think I've had a feel of it and the clearances seem okay, but it's just a bit scored. So let's see if we can get a new one.
Hopefully.
This is the other half of the oil pump.
Which is all right, isn't it?
Oil pump bits, water pump. We've got all the distributor parts here and the drive. That drives off the idler pulley at the front, the chain pulley.
That goes in there.
Yeah, that's the half of the drive.
Which goes into that other bit of drive, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that goes on, then the distributor goes in the top. So we know where that goes. These are all our rockers and rocker clamps.
For them, yeah.
Tensioner, spring, etc. We've got a couple of boxes of bolts, but we won't worry about them just yet.
Well,
they'll
find places as we move along with it, won't they?
Exactly. So yeah, quite happy really. We sort of, at the moment, we can allocate most parts to the engine.
Yes.
Which is good news.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for you to finish cleaning that, then I can get the head torque down.
Yeah.
And see if we can go about timing it up. The only other thing is the chain rails. They're not bad, but
they're not
if
amazing.
we can get new ones, we will. But it's just trying to source them at the moment. We've got Graham down at Ultra Parts looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, mate, in the next week we can get on with this one, isn't it?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it can get out of here fairly soon.
That's it, yeah. We've got another Cosworth coming
it.
next week. I've got that being picked up Tuesday. That's on its way for the full birthday. But I'm sure everyone is going to be wanting to know how you've got on with the A-Series flywheel.
Sure, well, there are probably at least 3 people in the comments that I could think of who'd want to know about it.
I expect so. There is good news and there is bad news.
Yep.
The good news is it's off.
Got it off.
The bad news is we had to cut it off.
We've had to destroy it.
Yeah. So I've had 2 or 3 emails, obviously people commenting, sending various pullers, etc., heavy duty pullers. We've had a puller on this. This is we've only had this once in the past where we've had to cut one off. And this is the second time. So unfortunately that's come off. We're going to have to renew all that, but at least it's off and we can crack on with the motor, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like how much time do you waste trying to get it off without
This
cutting
is
it
the
off?
problem. Yeah.
So.
But no, it's off, mate. It's good news. So let's get that one stripped, innit? We need to crack on with these A-Series while we're a little bit quieter in there. And I don't want to say that out too loud. Because I say I've got another Cosy next week.
I'm sure it'll fill back up in there pretty quick.
You know what it's like. One day I'll have 3 turn up.
Still got VR6 down there.
V5, that one.
Is it?
5-cylinder.
Oh.
Yeah. Haven't seen one of them in bits, have you?
No, I haven't. Well, I have. I've seen that one, but I didn't realise that's what it was.
No. So, yeah, we've got to crack on with that as well. But, yeah, we're certainly not quiet.
No.
But it's just because we've had those 2 go out today. Clean the floor again yesterday. Floor cleaner's doing its job, isn't it?
It is, but it don't look so good on camera.
No, it doesn't. No. But it is. It looks a lot cleaner in here than if you don't do it. And underfoot, it feels nice, doesn't it?
A lot more grippy.
It's a lot more grippy. The oil's off, so it's safe and looks half respectable, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah. It does its job, that thing.
Yeah. The RS Turbo. Still waiting for pistons. Reckon middle of April.
Ooh.
Annoyingly. We're waiting for Wiseco's in 1 mil. Easy, I can get half mils next day. 1 mil's not so easy.
Brilliant.
So we've got an order coming from Wiseco. As soon as that arrives, we can get that one on there and crack right on, because the head's all done, isn't it? Pretty much.
It? Oh, it came in done, didn't it?
Came in done.
Yeah, so we've got to check it, but that'll take all of half an hour, won't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get involved with that one. I like the old CVHs. Easy enough.
I've not really got involved with one of them before, I don't think.
No.
Other than stripping that
Done a
down,
few in my day, the old CVHs. Well, guys, looks like the sun's out and in my eyes. That's all we got time for. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Until Friday, have a great evening. We'll see you then, guys.